Bob Albert's path to becoming one of Morehead State University's most distinguished alumni was not an interstate highway. He took the back roads.
I first came to Morehead State in the fall of 1970 as a 17-year-old undergraduate student, seeking a degree in math to do I don't know what exactly. I went to school for 3 years and realized I wasn't focused, and so I dropped out and worked in a factory for a while, left that, came back to Morehead, started working at St. Clair as a respiratory therapist.
He liked the work, so he pursued a degree in respiratory therapy at Northwestern University in Illinois, and then returned to St. Clair as a department head. Albert became interested in healthcare management, so he sought a master's degree in business administration at Morehead State in 1985. He had earned a bachelor's in English from MSU the previous year. After getting his PhD at the University of Cincinnati in 1992, Dr. Albert was teaching at LaSalle University in Philadelphia when he returned to the Queen City for a professional conference.
And one of my finance profs from Morehead was discussing a paper in that same session, Rosemary Carlson. And so I started talking to Rosemary about how are things in Morehead, and she said, going great, we're actually looking for a finance prof.
And that was the job that launched Bob Albert's storied career at Morehead State.
That was in the fall of '95. And being a finance prof was great. I loved being a finance prof. Being a college professor is one of the greatest jobs you can have, I think. I mean, you especially when you're fresh out of your PhD program, because you've got all this new knowledge, you want to share it with everybody. You assume everybody wants to learn as much as they can from you. Not necessarily true all the time, but it's a great job, and so you get to share your passion with young folks, and so I really did enjoy that.
During his first 3 years at MSU, Mike Carroll, who was then the dean of the business college, recruited Albert for a key process: accreditation of the college by the AACSB, the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. Albert jumped on board, but a wrinkle suddenly surfaced.
And so we're going down this accreditation path, and then Mike Carroll, the dean, said, you know, I'm leaving. And so he took a job at Northern Kentucky University. And I was encouraged to apply for the interim position as dean, and I said, okay, I'll do that. And I thought, okay, this is a one-year gig. So I was going to do the dean thing for 1 year. Then it turned into 2, and then 3, and then, 20 years passed, and I was still the dean.
That dean tree had many branches. Dr. Albert also chaired the Intercollegiate Athletics Committee, was president of the Southern Business Administration Association, president of the Morehead-Rowan County Chamber of Commerce, and chaired the New City Morehead Initiative. He served under 3 Morehead State presidents.
Dr. Eaglin was the first president I worked with as dean, and then Wayne Andrews came in, and he was also great to work with, and enjoyed working with him for a number of years. And then obviously with Dr. Morgan coming in, I don't know, it was about 5 years ago or so, he's just done a remarkable job.
In reflecting on his Founders Award, Dr. Albert tips his cap to 2 other former deans, Gerald DeMoss of the College of Arts and Sciences, and his father-in-law, Charles Derrickson, who headed the School of Applied Sciences. Both, he points out, were always there for him, as was a third person, an individual he says has put up with him for the past 4 decades, his wife.
Well, we'll be celebrating our 40th anniversary in November, and when I entered the role as dean, she knew, based on her experience watching her dad, what the job would entail and how much time away from home that would mean. And so she was very, very supportive, and You know, and I couldn't have gone through this journey without her.
Congratulations, Bob Albert, the 2021 recipient of the Morehead State University Founders Award.